down the plateau over millennia, it pressed those into sandstone. So therefore now we have the fossil dunes, which are stable, and on the coast we still have the moving dunes.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Welcome to this evening's edition of Today on One. In the top stories, female offenders cautions youth against crime. Police brutality will not be tolerated, warns new Commerce Police Commander. Polycare aims to transform the construction industry. Zambian cattle theft suspects enter Zambezi region with automatic rifles. And Roundup, Business on One, Comments Corner, Sports and the weather. First up, a 30-year-old woman serving an 18-year sentence at the Vintu Correctional Facility is regretful of her crime and pleads for forgiveness after stabbing her boyfriend to death 8 years ago at Osenker in the southern parts of the country.
The inmate Bianca Engelbrecht, who dropped out of school in grade 9, was 21 years old at the time and in an abusive relationship with her late boyfriend. Her deepest regret is leaving her child to grow up without a mother figure. Engelbrecht was part of the outreach program organized by the Wintu Correctional Facility at the David Bezuidenhout High School in Kommersdal.
I'm a mother to a 14-year-old. Which I even left while she was 6 years old. The person I murdered was my boyfriend. And today I also want to make use of this platform to ask forgiveness from the victim's family. They must please forgive me for what I did. I regret what I did, and I've learned from my mistake. I've learned in the facility that being in a relationship where you have been beaten by your boyfriend, it's not love, that's abuse. I've come to learn about GBV in prison, and I've attended Bible studies, which also helps me to forgive myself.
Similarly, fellow inmate Joanna Lucas, also 30 years old from Swakopmund, who is serving 13 years in jail for human trafficking and rape, stated that she only came to the realization that her action of linking up a then 13-year-old girl to an older man was unlawful. Lucas advised young girls to refuse when an older woman facilitates a relationship with older men in exchange for money.
What I did is I introduced a 13-year-old girl to a much older man. The men said that they are going to be in a relationship, but it was for sexual exploitation, actually. At that time, I thought it's not wrong. I thought because I wasn't forcing her to do anything she didn't want. I thought it's okay because I asked her and then she agreed. But then I came to realize in prison that what I did was wrong. I was not supposed to do what I did because it's rape. That's why I was sentenced to rape and trafficking in person, to mostly the youth. If someone comes to you, an older man, an older woman, asking you to get for them someone younger, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, it's for you to say no. Don't do what I did. Just say no, or ask advice to someone, social workers or teachers at your schools or your parents or staff, but don't do what I did.
Namibian Correctional Service Public Relations Officer Daphne Mobonenwa stated that they are planning to take offenders to old age homes to motivate the pensioners.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Cross & Blackwell Tangy Mayonnaise for only $36.99 or Koo Baked Beans in Tomato Sauce for just $12.49. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Choose boldness and celebrate the skin you're in with Nivea Rich Nourishing. Our triple layered care of deep moisture serum, natural almond oil, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Choose to wear your skin with pride with Nivea Rich Nourishing.
The newly appointed Commerce Regional Commander, Commissioner David Indongo, warned police officers against the excessive use of force against members of the public and accepting bribes. Commissioner Indongo, who has been in the office for over a week after being transferred from Karas region, was addressing Nampol's senior officers at the Vanaheda Police Station Hall today.
Commissioner David Indongo, the Commerce Regional Commander, urged police officers to work ethically and also avoid bribes from community members.
Accepting bribes by some police officers and demanding money from the public members. We do have information at our hands, and no one can deny, if we are honest to ourselves and to the organization called the Namibian Police Force. Thus, I do not want to hear members of the public being mishandled, neither being not listened to or being laughed when they are coming to open cases. All those of you, your members, back at the stations, those that become lawyers, judges, at the same time a person is talking, this one is already concluding or doing judgment. You are wrong. That is not our baby. We must be listening to the complainant. If you are to take a statement as from the word of the complainant. Don't add, don't remove some of them. To be honest, there are reports, not only here, because most of the complaints against police officers, they are unique. They are unique. What is being said in Chodonjupa is likely is also being said here. We need to be professional.
Namibian Police Head of Operation for Commerce Region Deputy Commissioner James Nandapo further highlighted that the police officers should be vigilant and continue to participate in crime prevention, and they should not use government resources for corruption.
So whenever we find ourselves, let's have that passion to prevent crimes, to support each other, at all legs of the force. Because let us not get confused of the units, because there are units and departments, but we are all one. The issue of dividing the rules cannot be allowed. If you are found by Commissioner Mubebo and you are on patrol, he will give you the same instruction that I'm giving you. He will give you the same instruction that is being directed by the regional commander. Station commanders, crime prevention is your core mandate.
He further said that police brutality will not be tolerated in the country, urging police officers to use minimum force when working with unarmed community members. For Today on One, I'm Hendrina Kanyolo.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Huggies Dry Comfort Nappies Value Pack for only $159.99 or 3 kg Sunlight Hand Washing Powder for just $79.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
There are data deals. And then there are Telecom Namibia data deals. And if you want the biggest data deal of all, you gotta get 31-day Jiva, which comes with a massive 50 gigs of data. Is it even possible to use 50 gigs of data in a month? You tell us. You also get 1,000 voice minutes and 400 SMSs. To get your hands on 31-day Jiva, dial star 130 star 780 hash and enjoy a month of mega data. Whoa, that's a lot of data, minutes and SMS. How much is that? Must be expensive. No, it's only 185 Namibian dollars excluding that. T's and C's apply. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world.
Polycare, a German-based company with affiliates in Namibia, produces building blocks out of waste material. This forms part of their vision of inventing construction products that are suitable and environmentally friendly and helps people build structures faster and better. The chief executive officer and founder, Gerhard Dust, said his firm hopes to transform the construction industry into one that pollutes the least.
Community Voices proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation. Good today, better tomorrow.
Speaking during a showcase event, Gerhard Dust, who is also the founder of Polycare, stated that what they've created through this project is a circular economy at its best by taking waste material and converting it to greater use.
Let me very briefly explain what Polycare is and what we do. Our company was founded 12 years ago in Germany, and we simply wanted to change the construction industry. I mean, that's a real big task because the construction industry is one of the biggest polluters. And our idea was, can we invent something which is better for the environment and help people building faster, quicker, and better? You know, the human spaces, the humans are the only species on Earth creating waste. We are the only ones to take something out of the earth, make something of it, and it's garbage at the end. And we wanted to change this. So our idea and what we have developed is circular economy on its best. So we starting with using material you normally would call waste, bind them together to a very strong concrete, that is polymer concrete. And that polymer concrete consists out of 90% filler material, which you find everywhere. It can be waste material, or we call it now secondary raw material, or it could be desert sand or other impure materials. And we bind it with polyester resin, and that polyester resin is made out of recycled PET bottles. So The blocks we then produce are blocks like Lego blocks, and with these Lego blocks you can build very fast, as we've proved here. And the idea behind it is to create blocks not only for one building, but for, let's say, for eternity. You can rebuild with this building again and again and again. And that's the idea behind this tower. This tower will be here only for a few weeks or months, and after that it will be dismantled, and all the blocks, the same blocks, will be used for building in Joburg. It will be transported to Joburg, and we build out of these blocks a pavilion for the Center of Ecological Intelligence.
Bernadette Ndeshikeya, an instructor at Kayak Trust, highlighted that they have plans in place to establish curriculums with Polycare that will be incorporated into the institution to help upskill Namibian youth.
The plan we have so far in place with Polycare is to develop curriculums that we are going to incorporate in our training. For now, we are not really sure of the exact date we are going to start, but for as soon as because they are still busy developing the curriculums, we are going to review the curriculums and see when we can go with it. That this will help our trainees be multi-skilled, and it will help them in terms of self-employment. As they face in the industry, then they don't only focus on what their courses. This will be an extra or added skill on top of what they have already learned. So as soon as the curriculums are done, developed, we are going for the review, then we can start and offer this training. This is in a way also going to benefit Kayak, as we will be the first training institution to offer this training to the youth of Namibia.
The building blocks produced by Polycare fit into each other, are hollow and have an insulated core which helps with temperature regulation.
Community Voices proudly brought to you by Namdeb Diamond Corporation. Good today, better tomorrow.
Enjoy these fantastic payday savings at Clicks until the 5th of October. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper, 18 rolls, 2 for $99.99 per pack and 1 for $109.99. Buy Nivea Roll-On 3 for $63. And exclusive to Club Card members, buy Huggies Gold Disposable Nappies Jumbo Pack, now $231.99 per pack. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
Back in the day, Susie's phone used to ring like a hotline. She was the most popular girl in town. But since she did not register her SIM card with her mobile service provider, her phone does not ring anymore. She has tried to get something similar. She has tried this and that number, but it has never been the same. So now, she has a reputation of being a number hoarder, instead of just registering her SIM at her mobile service provider and keeping her number. Excuse me one sec. Hello? No, this isn't Susie. Have you tried her other number?
Don't miss out on important communications like Susie. Register your SIM to keep your number. Visit www.cran.na.
The chairperson of the Liselo Kamenga Anti-Stock Theft Association, Vincent Silie, says Zambian cattle thieves entering Zambezi region are now armed with automatic rifles and threatening cattle herders to surrender cattle. So far, 177 cattle have been stolen between July and September, of which 37 were recovered.
Silie says following the ongoing cases of cross-border cattle theft between the Zambezi region and Zambia, farmers and Likasta are pleading with the Namibian government to treat the armed Zambians with the seriousness and urgency it deserves, as they are losing their livelihood.
What is important that we should do that important is also to observe and identify hotspots for stolen animal crossing areas from Namibia to Zambia. And also to observe and identify other related cross-border criminal activities.
Livestock farmer from the Liselo village, John Kasungo, adds that vehicle and human routes alongside the Wenela and Sesheke border posts are hotspots for stock theft and is becoming increasingly dangerous as suspects frequent the area with automatic rifles.
I'm a farmer, farming cattle. The stock theft in this area or in this region is only that the border must be cleared. Once the border is cleared, the police and the army will patrol the area. That will minimize the stock theft in this region. We'll keep on talking about what we want, but if the border is not clear, it will worsen the place. So that is the only way.
Fellow farmer and agricultural technician Dobison Kwala adds that stakeholders such as Namibia Defence Force, NAMPOL, the regional councillors and immigration control officers need to engage Zambian authorities on the matter to find lasting solutions.
People of the region are really suffering and their resources of livestock are being looted. So which means that we have to work hand in hand. And when you find the local people now, the local community suffering, whereby their only resources are being taken away due to things from the neighboring country in Zambia, it's like they are taking the last thing that they found on the local person is having. The cattle is the one that sends our children to school, that we use for plowing, and we also eat or get milk from them. Now, if they just go once off with this economy, which is struggling like this in Namibia, I don't know how we're going to survive. So we have already realized issues are being raised here and there, left and right, but no attention is given. Some of the victims, they are even reporting they lost 32 numbers of livestock at one time. It's never recovered. So how is this farmer surviving after losing 32 cattle? Whereby that cattle was really making a purpose. We have a meat processing plant now which is under construction. So, how are we going to sell our feed and meat plant? Do we want foreigners to come and use our facility or not? Which we fought for, which we really made sure that it should come to our region. So we really want the law enforcement, the office of the governor, to really hear what people are saying. We are trying to establish that there should be new rules in place. Rules are there, the acts of parliament are there, the constitution is there, and we have gazetted documents that are there. That gives mandated power to individual officials and departments to exercise the law.
A number of farmers expressed grievances at the meeting, calling the situation a disaster which can lead to future loss of life if action is not taken immediately.
Prevent cramps with Fabifarm's new MBA cramp stop. Developed to bring fast and effective relief from cramps in athletes, active people and senior citizens. Manufactured in Namibia, Fabifarm's MBA cramp stop contains a carefully selected blend of vitamins and essential minerals to prevent cramps with a full month supply of capsules. It's Fabifarm's new MBA cramp stop, your #1 choice in cramp prevention. Now available at all leading pharmacies countrywide.
This is my favorite gear. Nivea Men Black and White Deo. With 5 times Deo action to protect you and your favorite gear from stains. Try SA's #1 anti-stain deodorant.
In other leading stories, the Kalahari Holdings Group recently handed over a donation of facilities to the Oshamukweni Combined School in the Ohangwena region. The group availed $1.5 million towards the construction of 3 buildings, which includes the boys and girls hostel with 32 beds each and an ablution facility accommodating 64 learners in total. The group's board chairperson Martin Inkumbi said they came to learn about the living conditions of Oshamukweni learners through social media in January 2021, after which their team, with the help of the Directorate of Education, Arts and Culture of Ohangwena region, took a familiarization trip to access the living conditions at the school, which evidently was not conducive for learners. Kalahari Holdings Group is the business arm of the ruling party SWAPO. Its private business group comprises of several companies such as Namibia Contract Haulage, Namibia Protection Services, Namprint and farming activities. Through these companies, they play a significant role in the Namibian economy with a workforce of 3,300 in total. Also speaking at the event was Isaac Hamatwi, the Director of Education, Arts and Culture in the Ohangwena region, who expressed appreciation, noting that due to the generous gesture, the schooling life and learning environment of learners at Oshamukweni Combined School will no longer be the same, and that it will no longer be a life of hard struggle, but a life befitting a life in an independent Namibia. The board chairperson further said this initiative further reiterates their commitment to the sector, with 90% of their corporate social responsibility budget being allocated to education with an aim of preparing a better future for a Namibian child.
Got your feel-good vibes.
99 FM.
So who am I and who are you?
He said he's only looking for Zimbabweans. I'm last as well.
Yeah.
Wonder, better. That man is very rich, that one.
So now I want to negotiate.
No, that was like $50.
Up next is Business on One, the brief and the economic indicators with Joseph Shifeni.
Welcome to Business on One. Mines and Energy Ministry's Director for Energy, John Titus, said the envisioned multi-billion Namibia dollar green hydrogen project will produce 5 gigawatt of electricity by 2030. Titus says this amount of electricity would be 10 times more than what Namibia currently uses, and it would place the country among the top 3 countries globally that can produce the cheapest electricity.
Following the submission of 9 proposals, Hydrogen Energy won the contract to develop the much anticipated and the country's first ever green hydrogen project. Apart from producing excess electricity, the project will create 15,000 full-time construction jobs, 90% of which will go to Namibian workers. The project is also anticipated to avail over 200 scholarships for Namibian youth. Titus reiterated the National Planning Commission Director General Obert Kanjothe's recent sentiment that southern Namibia has the optimum wind, sun and sea conditions for producing green hydrogen, further explaining that its end users is in the steel, chemical and transport industries, and also for heating and power generation.
Last year, government issued a request for proposal to develop a gigawatts or giga scale project in the southwest of our country in the Southgate National Park. The company called Hyphen was identified as a preferred bidder, and as we speak, negotiations are ongoing with this preferred bidder. to develop the first large-scale hydrogen project, hydrogen/green ammonia project in Namibia. Just some artist impressions of how this may look. So on our top left, it is where the green ammonia will be produced. That is near the port of Lüderitz. Then just the lower left is in the South National Park, is where the hydrogen will be split, or the water will be split into hydrogen and oxygen, using on our bottom right the solar resource and also wind. So unfortunately, sorry, I don't have the wind turbines there. And then on the right top is, then it will be shipped from Lüderitz to destinations abroad. We can, as already indicated earlier, we can produce the cheapest electricity. And I hope this is not too small, but let me, if it's too small, I'll try to just indicate. For example, if we just mention Germany, if they would produce green hydrogen, and they also got plans to do that, their cost of producing green hydrogen will be in the region of about $2.3 USD per kilogram. Compared to Namibia, Namibia can produce it at less than half the price, at 1.5 USD per kilogram. And basically that is almost, there's few other countries that can do similar, like Greece, Saudi Arabia. The only country that can, at this current indication, can do it cheaper than Namibia is Chile. So Namibia is in the top 2 or 3 countries that can produce the cheapest hydrogen globally. So what this company wants to do, Hyphen, they want to develop 5 gigawatt of renewable energy of electricity by 2030. Now, to put this in perspective, Namibia's current peak demand in terms of electricity is just over 600 megawatts, or 0.6 gigawatt. So this scale is about 10 times the amount of electricity Namibia currently needs. It is massive. But they want to do this in 2 phases. The first phase will be 2 gigawatt. They want to commission also 2 gigawatts, about 3 times our current demand, by 2027, and then the remainder towards the end of 2030. We've got excellent wind resources, some of the best in the world. And the darker the red areas, as the Honourables can see, towards the southwest of Namibia, that is between Lüderitz and Oranjemund. The darker the red color, the bigger or the greater the wind resource. So we got speeds in excess, the slide says 8 meters per second, but recent studies have indicated that we basically got the quality wind that you get offshore, we get onshore in Namibia. What also makes Namibia very, very unique is that where there's good wind resource, we also got good solar resource in the southwest of our country. And that's why countries are flocking to Namibia.
Titus adds that the green hydrogen project has garnered investment interests from a number of countries. Namibia has also signed an agreement with the Ministry of Education and Research in Germany, in which they've pledged a grant of 40 million euros or 600 million Namibian dollars, split between 3 different projects. Hyphen Hydrogen will make use of 30% of local SMEs and 20% youth participation.
I just quickly want to briefly mention that there's a joint cooperation, a joint communique of intent, is that agreement that we signed last year with the BMBF, that is the Ministry of Education and Research in Germany, where they've pledged a grant of 40 million euros. So this is a substantial amount. I think it's more than 600 million NAM dollars. So that grant is split up into 3 different projects. 30 million is earmarked for pilot projects. So the pilot project is just to prove concept at a smaller scale. So whilst we are pursuing this gigawatt scale projects, we also want to prove concept. So this 30 million for pilot projects is earmarked for smaller projects, and this will be jointly developed by Namibian companies and German companies. Then 5 million is set aside to help Namibia develop what we call the strategy and roadmap. And in that strategy and roadmap is where the initial indications are. There's those 4 values that I've projected earlier. This process is ongoing, and then 5 million for scholarships, and that 5 million for a minimum of 200 Namibians will benefit from those scholarships. Then, as I said, Namibia is the most beautiful lady currently. There are companies, countries queuing to partner with Namibia. And we, besides Germany, we have also a strategic alliance with the government of Belgium, the United States of America, and etc. etc. We've recently also signed an agreement with Japan through with JobMac.
Kanjothe earlier this year said the green hydrogen project will benefit Namibia's several major projects, including the Neckartal Dam in Karas region, further stating that the project will improve the energy sector by allowing the country to become self-sufficient in energy production.
The clock has struck for your daily business and financial news update. Brought to you by The Brief.
Namibia's contentious classification as an upper middle income nation by the World Bank will result in the country missing out on a new deal to export goods duty-free to the United Kingdom, The Brief has established. The new scheme, which will come into force early next year, replaces the old UK generalised scheme of preferences that had rolled over from EU membership and allows 99% of goods imported from Africa to enter the UK duty-free. However, British Deputy High Commissioner to Namibia, Charlotte Fenton, told The Brief that Namibia is not included in the 65 countries that will benefit from the developing countries trading scheme. The country has exported fish worth 6.2 billion Namibia dollars in 7 months and 1.3% increase from 6.1 billion Namibia dollars recorded the same period last year. This is according to the latest statistics. Fish is among Namibia's top 5 export products, according to the research firm Simony Storm, averaging 12.2% of the country's total exports. This makes the sector a crucial foreign currency earner and export growth supporter. Simony Storm economist Theo Klein said in the country's August agricultural monthly report, in value terms, fish exports decreased by 10.3% in July 2022 compared to a rise of 28.3% year-on-year in June 2022. Year-to-date, January to July, fish exports totaled 6.2 billion Namibia dollars compared to 6.1 billion Namibia dollars for the same period in 2021, representing a rise of 1.3% year-on-year.
This was your daily Namibian business and financial news update. For in-depth stories, read more on thebrief.com.na now.
And that is all we have for you. Be sure to join us again next time, and don't forget to follow us on our social media pages.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Huggies Dry Comfort Nappies Value Pack for only $159.99 or 3 kg Sunlight Hand Washing Powder for just $79.99. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
We've always had the bravery to stand up for what is Namibian, from protecting our homes to fighting injustices. We still celebrate what it means to us and raise a glass to those who show their bravery. No matter how they take on the world, with all this potential in the land of the brave, what will you do to make this Namibia your Namibia?
Enjoy these fantastic payday savings at Clicks until the 5th of October. Buy Clicks 2-ply toilet paper, 18 rolls, 2 for $99.99 per pack and 1 for $109.99. Buy Nivea Roll-On 3 for $63. And exclusive to Club Card members, buy Huggies Gold Disposable Nappies Jumbo Pack, now $231.99 per pack. Clicks, feel good, pay less.
Prevent cramps with Fabifarm's new MVA Cramp Stop. Developed to bring fast and effective relief from cramps in athletes, active people and senior citizens. Manufactured in Namibia, Fabifarm's MVA Cramp Stop contains a carefully selected blend of vitamins and essential minerals to prevent cramps with a full month supply of capsules. It's Fabifarm's new MVA Cramp Stop, your #1 choice in cramp prevention. Now available at all leading pharmacies countrywide.
This is my favorite gear. Nivea Men Black and White Deo, with 5 times deo action to protect you and your favorite gear from stains. Try SA's #1 anti-stain deodorant.
The Teachers Union of Namibia are up in arms regarding overcrowded classrooms. TUN Secretary General Mahongra Kabihonga says some teachers are disregarding the regulations set in place that limit secondary and primary schools to only 30 and 40 learners per classroom, respectively. Christie said each year children are born and others start schooling, therefore government cannot be blamed. Daphne said they should build more classrooms since there is never enough funds for building schools. Kakongo said TUN SG Mahongra was quiet during salary negotiations. Nanishka said the teachers' union betrayed its members a few months ago. Andy said classrooms are few in schools and government should be urged to build more schools. Jolly said the union should also engage the line ministry and not just teachers. And that's it from Comments Corner. Please continue engaging with us on our stories, on our social media pages, for broadcast on Today on 1.
There are data deals. And then there are Telecom Namibia data deals. And if you want the biggest data deal of all, you gotta get 31-day Jiva, which comes with a massive 50 gigs of data. Is it even possible to use 50 gigs of data in a month? You tell us. You also get 1,000 voice minutes and 400 SMSs. To get your hands on 31-day Jiva, dial star 130 star 780 hash and enjoy a month of mega data. Whoa, that's a lot of data, minutes and SMS. How much is that? Must be expensive. No, it's only 185 Namibian dollars excluding that. T's and C's apply. Telecom Namibia.
Sharing your world.
There are thousands of reasons to smile with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, where you can win instant cash for what you want most. Plus, get amazing savings like Cross and Blackwell Tangy Mayonnaise for only $36.99 or Koo Baked Beans in tomato sauce for just $12.49. Win your share of thousands in cash instantly with the Spar Rewards Grand Cash Giveaway, only at Spar.
Back in the day, Susie's phone used to ring like a hotline. She was the most popular girl in town. But since she did not register her SIM card with her mobile service provider, Her phone does not ring anymore. She has tried to get something similar. She has tried this and that number, but it has never been the same. So now, she has a reputation of being a number hoarder. Instead of just registering her SIM at her mobile service provider and keeping her number. Excuse me 1 second. Hello? No, this isn't Susie. Have you tried her other number?
Don't miss out on important communications like Susie. Register your SIM to keep your number. Visit www.cran.na.
Choose boldness and celebrate the skin you're in with Nivea Rich Nourishing. Our triple layered care of deep moisture serum, natural almond oil, and vitamin E enriches your skin for 48 hours. It's time to show off your best skin. Choose to wear your skin with pride with Nivea Rich Nourishing.
Early this morning, woke up holding my head, hearing my heartbeat all night long. Shades of this motel keeping me in bed, reading the news, just trying to stay strong. I need to just get up, take a deep breath, keep it together, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Sun on my face, feeling okay. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Time now for the sports update with Castro Lumbu.
Good evening and welcome to Wednesday's edition of Sports on One. I'm your host Castro Lumbu. It's an annual sporting event that is gaining popularity. The recently concluded Navahap Gold Mine Half Marathon saw an increase in the number of participants, with more than 600 athletes taking on the race challenge in Karibeb compared to the 7th edition in 2019, which had 586 participants. Race director for the annual Navahap Gold Mine Half Marathon, Berthold Karumendu, has expressed his excitement at the interest shown in the race, with the participants ranging from local elite athletes to community members.
The number have increased from 586. Now we have more than 600 participants, which I'm happy with after 2 years of absence. The most important things, this type of races is for mass participation. You have your elite athletes that are coming for the big prizes, but you have your social runners, those one who want to run for his health and so on. So it's a mass participation event, actually. Within the community of Karibeb, within the community of Orongo, and Namibia at large. As you all know, we have regions that have come from so far as Zambezi, so far as Kara, so far as the northern regions, which is a good thing for a race to grow. I'm having two athletes who was at the Commonwealth Games. Reinhard Thomas, who came second, and then Daniel Paulus, who was in the 5,000 in the Commonwealth Games. And we have Alina Arnes, who was also in the marathon. That means your elite athletes are more interested in this type of races. What does them attract to come to that races? Of course, is the planning, preparation, and the presentation of the race. And at the end of the day, remember, those are elite athletes. You need to give them some reward. That's why Navahap is giving back. But the giving back, the athletes must benefit at the end of the day.
Karumendu further indicated that part of the race objectives in the future is to increase the winner's prize money and to attract more elite athletes from abroad to compete in the race. Despite describing the 8th edition as a success, the race director did point out some of the challenges encountered during the event.
We are looking very much forward for better event to come, especially next year. We may increase the prices. I have already had a talk of Navahab, because at the end of the day, after 5 years, after 10 years, we may have also other elite athletes from our neighboring countries, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Zambia, and so on. But the prize money is still low, as I have already said. Remember, prize money is the one who attract elite athletes at the end of the day. Basically, any success, you may have some challenges. You need to go through challenges. You need to fall and stand up and go ahead. Of course, there was a success. There was some here and there hiccup when it comes to the entries and so on, and a delay of the start due to the entries queue that was ahead. But those are the challenges that have to be worked on in future to come. The logistical challenges is we are doing manual. We need to pay somebody a couple of bucks in order to do a full house computer system. When they finish, they scan. That means we need to have a cut-off time of entries, maybe a night before, so that the guy that we are going to hire to finalize his entries on his computer system.
As the main sponsor this year, the Navahab Gold Mine showed its commitment towards supporting the race challenge by increasing its sponsorship to 120,000 Namibia dollars for the 8th edition. The sponsorship catered for the full prize money received by the winners on the day. Thank you for watching. Catch us again tomorrow for more updates on Sports on One.
Thank you, Castro, for that sports update. Up next is the weather forecast.
A look at the weather forecast. The interior will be partly cloudy and warm to hot in the Zambezi and Karas region, with a few odd showers in the extreme southwest. Elsewhere will be sunny and warm to hot. Windy weather will persist in the interior. The coast will be partly cloudy and mild. The wind moderate to fresh southerly to southeasterly.
We have come to the end of tonight's edition of Today on One. Please don't forget to follow us on our social media pages. Until next time, it's good night.
The International University of Management, a Namibian university dedicated to its people's future, a hub of abundant opportunities.
We are IUM for life. We are IUM.
Due to COVID-19, many people lost their jobs, creating high unemployment, and they cannot provide bread for the young ones that are going to school.
I didn't know what to do anymore. Then I engaged with wrong friends, whereby they introduced me to drinking and all these things. And then my life did not have any direction.
It affected my kids, our kids, and I felt like a failure as a mother, as a wife, and it wasn't a really good journey that I had in my marriage.
This person that is watching this program right now, may their life from today be completely transformed. In Jesus' name, amen.
Ready?
Ready.
Action.
My name is Beatrice Masalingi, and things of early morning. Okay.
Hey, buddy. We've got no interest from brother here. We're just gonna release this tok-toki.
My name is Beatrice Masalingi, and I'm a sprinter. I do the 200 meters and 100. I don't know how to specialize.
Whoa, buddy. No, he's gonna want to bite almost, eh? Doesn't like me. I think when we left Vindhoek,
people can see your armpits and you are sweaty pieces.
It's the idea.
Get people,
your nose is there.
Get people with real kettle, please stop.
Yeah,
we have people here with real
Onze bees, nee? Onze bees.
Die beeste wat so clean is, hulle lyk soos bokke.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. To develop life skills, social skills, and also, oh my God. This is so, my goodness. Oh, so I gotta start all over again.
These guys are desert specialists, and they have adapted certain features which assist in making them, well, fucking flies. Whoop.
Hey, aim away from face.
I want to pop it.
Hey.
What's going on?
Okay, shoot up. Okay, and action. No, wat het ek met jou beloof?
Only brother.
When you need a hand. Right.
Home, lovely fat fingers. Wait for the pain and swelling to disappear.
Can I just stop you there? We have.
That's the blooper reel. There'll be lots of those. They are, well. So, all right. Before the motion. And this, well, I'm going.
Hot. Somebody to lean on.
Awesome.
Lean on me. One time. One more time.
Sometimes in our love.
Really?
Yeah. Laughing at me before I even started. You little shit.
If we are wise, if we will know, there's always tomorrow. But if we are wise.
Do you remember that there was a thing called Pop Goes the Weasel? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
I just remember the song Pop Goes My Heart.
Okay, I don't know that one.
And how can you tell when he is stressed?
Well, when he bites you. It's a real Steve Irwin. We'll just sneak up behind him. at a lot of the migrant birds, if they were around.
Just wait for these trucks.
Yeah. It's a complete truck up. There's I'm wobbling.
I'm not saying.
No, you're still recording. Okay. Okay.